we have many people that always come in and go, why is my tax bill so high? I can't believe that I pay this much in taxes.
Hello, John and Michelle here from the Neal Group. Today we're going to be talking about not repeating last year's tax headaches. Make sure you plan early. So John, what are some of the most common tax headaches business owners face at the end of 2024?
I think the biggest one is not having their books and records together.
That's so true.
We keep harping on that. We can't do any kind of pre-planning if you haven't recorded anything for the year. So the biggest mistake, if you want to call it a mistake, is not having your books and records
Right.
current.
It's a big headache for not only them, but for us too, to be sure that they have things ready to go for next year. If they're not planning for next year and getting ready for tax season, but not just looking at it historically, but looking forward to be planning for 2026 at this point in time. So I think, not having things ready, not being reconciled, and I know people put it off until the last minute.
Yeah, and then you're running around trying to find a receipt or an invoice that you can't find. You don't know what, if you see a piece of paper, you don't know what it was for.
Right. That sort of segues right into why does waiting until the last minute make taxes harder and more expensive?
Yeah, it makes it harder because you're looking for stuff from last February, and you can't plan for this year because you don't know what last year was. And it can be expensive because we've seen instances where people have loaned the company money or they borrowed money from the bank and they recorded it as income. It's not income. Or they can't find an expense, so you treat it as a personal expense and they pay taxes on it.
Right. Yeah, you want to make sure that you're keeping track of all of the business records and doing it monthly. It just gives you a better sense of what's happening. And then at the end of the year, you're not running around figuring out, oh my goodness, I don't have money for this. Cash management is a key. How does early tax planning help reduce surprises and penalties?
Well, if you're able to plan throughout the year, you know what's coming. I mean, it's kind of as simple as that. If you know that you're ahead of last year or behind last year, you can adjust your plans accordingly. And as you mentioned, cash flow management is crucial in going through your business and seeing where you are and where you can go.
Right. Some of the things I notice too when I'm working with clients is when we spend time with them earlier in October, maybe even after September, I usually try to touch base with them and say, okay, where are you at from your business standpoint? I want to understand what's been going on, and we'll reach out to them themselves. Otherwise, there are some clients too that come in and say, I made about 4 times as much money this year, but they're the good ones. They're on top of it. So that helps. Mm-hmm. But we are always here and we're always ready to help. So another thing, what's one mistake you see repeated year after year that business owners could avoid with early planning?
I think, and maybe it's just human nature, but we have many people that always come in and go, why is my tax bill so high? I can't believe that I pay this much in taxes. And it's like, well, maybe if you came and saw us in September or worked with us throughout the year, we would have been able to offer some suggestions to reduce your tax bill and keep more money in your pocket. There have been instances with clients where they go out and buy an expensive vehicle. And I think a lot of them are under the impression, well, if I spend $100,000, I'm going to reduce my tax bill by $100,000. And that's not the case, and then they're surprised when it only saved them $15,000 in taxes.
Right. It's spending time with them, getting in front of them, and them coming to us to ask questions. So how does the NEO group make planning ahead easier for our clients?
We have a process, and we have checklists that we use with our clients, and we just go through those, either if we're working with clients throughout the year or towards the end of the year. We'll ask for an update and again make suggestions as to how they can improve their situation.
Right. You and I have talked a lot about some of the clients that we have that are business clients that we do a Schedule C for. And we've always said maybe we can help them more even throughout the year with a service agreement. So we sit down with them and talk with them and give them a little bit more advice at the end of the year, every year, to try to see, is this sometime, maybe this is the year that you want us to be involved even more. So we have that capability. We do it with tax clients and we do it with business clients. So,
Yep.
Right?
And sometimes tax clients become business clients.
right. Yes, exactly. That's what we want. So don't repeat last year's tax headaches. It's November. Even if it's November, come in and see us. If we haven't seen you throughout the year, that's okay. Come in now. We'd be happy to sit down with you. We have the time. Let's make it much better for you. Let's get it done.